What's up, you guys? Marty Schwartz here with my own project, Marty Music. Thanks for the support, and thanks for supporting me by supporting Marty Music. Anyway, going to break down Crossroads by Clapton and Cream. Man, what a classic. I hope you guys enjoy it, so let's get to it. All right, this basically follows the structure of a 12-bar blues in the key of A. And let's start with the first riff. It's an open A string, then middle finger over to the second fret of the G string, and then open, then back, and it's going to do more. So it does a quick open 2 on that G string. Then an open G. One more time, really slow. Open G. And I'm using my ring finger to grab the third fret of the A string and just give it a little tug down. Not a big bend, but just a little nudge. And then it starts over again with the open A. And on the original, most famous version, you can double up after you do it one, you go through it. You got, and so I'm just adding the second fret of the B string with my ring finger. And then after I go, I just think of it as the main riff again. So then we go to a D7 chord, which is like an upside down D, and you've got this. So if you look at my pick, he's not individually picking it, it's still more of a strum, but it kind of is emphasizing this. On that first one where you're hitting the, and then you get that B string in there. So it's kind of like a duh on the power chord part. Back to that G. And then strum, and then you finally get a whole strum of the chord where you hear that third fret of the high E. Then you got to go like this if you want. These are all cool blues techniques. You give it that nudge. I'm using my pinky to keep the chord, and then the open D again. So check it out. So after you go, you can just do more of a full strum there. So from that D chord, I give it a nudge again into the main riff. I get to that nudge again, and from there, I go to an E power chord. I like to play the E power chord where I play it like a full E major chord, but my index finger is muting the G string. Those are my favorite because then you get the open B and high E in there. So let's start from the top again. We'll do it kind of slow, and we're almost through it. Now the double. Now we go to the D7. A nudge. Nudge again. Main riff, open A. Nudge, E power chord. So after the E power chord, we're sliding with our ring finger on the A string. You could start on the 2nd fret is a good spot, but you're just kind of hearing it slide. You just need to slide the A string up, and we're going to be in the minor pentatonic now for this really classic, iconic turnaround. So 7 on the A, up the pentatonic, 5, 7, 5 on the G, back to 7 on the D. And there's lots of that micro bending on, like this. And especially on the G. Now we got to do a quick pull off from 7 to 5 on the G, and then get to 7 on the D. So now we have to go. And so it's another little micro bend on that 5 of the G. Then 7 on the D. So. Okay, I'm going to take my middle finger and slide it to this major third of the A chord. And I'm not really sure where I'm sliding it from, but you could think of it as sliding it from the 5 to the 6. And then I'm hitting 5 of the B, 5 of the high E. Then I'm going to do a quick pull off between the 8 and the 5 of the B. So I'm hitting my ring finger now on the 7, and this is the trickiest part of the lick. You're on the 7 of the G, and then immediately go back to the 5 of the B. And you kind of got to keep your index kind of planted here because you're going to immediately hammer back on the 6 from 5 to 6 on the G. So. got that hammer on, you hit the root, and then right at that turnaround you go. And I'm just covering this 5th fret of the G and B, 2 hammer-ons up to the 6 of the G. And then with my ring finger, I'm hitting the E note, which is right when it turns around on the blues, you know. So from the top. All right, now try it with me, and we'll just do it really slow, and then I'll talk about the rhythm parts, you know, the rest, you know, when the singing comes in. So we've got double, now, whenever the vocals come in to start, instead of it's doing a classic blues thing, the open A string, 2nd fret D, you know, I went down to the crossroads, you know, it's that. Then you scoot over to the open D, 2nd fret G, and you do the anticipation where you hit this note before the riff, you know. So let me show you what that looks like. This thing, then next door, fell down on my. See that? So it's like it hits the note like you know, a split second before you would normally hit it for the riff, and you let it ring out into the riff. So now the D, check it out. It's just a little anticipation. And then on the E, instead of the E power chord, which you can definitely do, you can do the boogie on the E. Then the D. No turnaround on the E during the verses like that. And so you do the lick. And then when the vocals come back in, into this again. Like that. And when I hit the D, just so I don't accidentally hear the 2nd fret of the B, which we would not want for the blues, I'll grab that octave here with my middle finger. Oops, sorry. And then since it's an anticipation note and I've already got my index finger there, but I'm used to playing the riff with my middle finger and ring finger, there's no, you know, you can do it however is easy for you, but I hit, and then I switch back to what I'm used to. You know, there's no reason why you couldn't go index and middle for all of it. I'm just not used to just not used to it. I've done it so much more. The open A pentatonic scale, I've done so much more with my ring finger and my middle finger that I'm fine switching back and forth. It might not be the most efficient. All right, there it was, guys. Thank you so much. And if you made it all the way to this point, good job. I hope you dug it. Also, thanks for supporting Marty Music. You can feel free to leave your requests in the comments below. You know, all the support. The more support, the merrier. And thank you again. We'll see you later.